What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to some more NFL game prediction. This week we have week 15 for NFL game predictions, but before we get into that, let's recap how we did week 14. And before we get into that, just in case if you're new, if you don't know, for this series I give my prediction of each game and who I think is gonna win. And I also give the Bulls prediction, which is basically putting both teams on two pieces of paper and randomly picking out of a bull, and that's the bull picking who is going to win. And last week was a pretty solid week for me, at least. I went 10-6. I thought I was going to do a lot worse, actually. But I guess it just seemed worse than it was. And the bull went 8-8. So bull did decent, but still not the best. But I did pretty good. And I have to say, I made a mistake. I noticed this last week. I was 128-68, but I was actually 123. I just mistyped there, I guess. So now I am 133-74, and the bull is now 116-91. Very, very close to having triple-digit loss predictions right and wrong. So, yeah. One more detail here: the Bears beat the Cowboys. I got that wrong, but the bull got that right. Buccaneers beat the Colts. Me and the bull both got that right. Ravens beat the Bills. Me and the bull both got that one right. Vikings beat the Lions. I got that right, but the bull got that one wrong. The Packers beat the Redskins. Me and the bull both got that one right. The Broncos beat the Texans. Bull got that one right. I got that one wrong. That was a shocker. 38 points on them, too. Sheesh. Did not see that coming. Especially after they beat New England. The 49ers beat the Saints. Me and the bull both got that one wrong, but that was a good game. I didn't actually get to watch that one, but that one's probably one of the games this year, of the year. Browns beat the Bengals. I got that one right, but the bull got that one wrong. The Falcons beat the Panthers. I got that one wrong, but the bull got that one right. The Jets beat the Dolphins. I got that one right, but the bull got that one wrong. The Chargers destroyed the Jaguars. I got that right, but the bull got that one wrong. The Chiefs beat the Patriots. I got that one wrong, but the bull got that one right. Yeah, it's always hard to pick against the Patriots. I did acknowledge that was a game they could lose, but I actually didn't think it was going to happen. And yeah, I guess there was a missed call for the Patriots, but between you and me, it's about time something like that happened to him, or them, I should say. And now they're filming or whatever. Titans beat the Raiders. Me and the bull both got that one wrong. The Steelers beat the Cardinals. Me and the bull both got that one right. The Rams beat the Seahawks. I got that one right, but the bull got that one wrong. And the Eagles beat the Giants. I got that one right, but the bull got that one wrong. Yeah, but the bull got that one wrong. But I was rooting for the Giants there for a little bit. I wanted Eli Manning to get another win, but it's unfortunate. And now he's not winning quarterback, so that's a very disappointing stat. Anyway, that was the week 14 games. Let's see how me and the bull do for this next week, which is week 15. Alright, first up we have Thursday Night Football. We have the Ravens at the Jets. Interesting matchup, to say the least. I'm, of course, taking the Ravens. I don't expect them to lose this one at all. Even if Lamar were to be injured, I know he got a little bit shaken up. I would fully expect the Ravens to win this in all cases. Like, it's the Jets, they're the Ravens, they're at home. This is prime time. There's no way. I know I always say this, and I sometimes make a fool out of myself, but there's no way the Ravens lose this one. But I guess the bull thinks there is a way. The bull's going with the Jets. Yeah, that's probably not one I'd take, especially if I'm the bull and almost going in triple digits in predictions wrong. But hey, I'll let the bull do the bull things. Yeah, I mean, I have full confidence in the Ravens for this one. But I guess the bull disagrees. And of course, I think the Ravens, I think factually, are the far better team than the Jets. Alright, next up we have the Bears at the Packers. And I'm going with the Packers. This is a rematch from all the way back from week 1. I remember Packers got the best of the Bears. I think they are going to sweep them this year. I'm just not liking the Bears. Their offense is they're just too unbalanced, and their defense is still good, but it's not unstoppable, and I think it's having trouble carrying this year. And I think the Packers are a more balanced team. So I'm going with the Packers. I think they're going to win, being the better team and being at home. It is the divisional rivalry game, so anything can happen. And the Bulls taking that into consideration as having faith in the Bears. Bulls taking the Bears to beat the Packers. I mean, it's not that I can't see it, but I'm feeling the Packers in this one. I'm feeling the Packers. This is moving on to the Sunday 1 o'clock games, by the way. Alright, next up, we have the Patriots at the Bengals. And I, of course, am going with the Patriots because they know everything the Bengals are going to do because of Spygate 2, and they filmed every... No, I'm kidding. But I am going with the Patriots, and regardless, I don't, putting all the Spygate stuff aside, which I don't think it's right. I think there should be some kind of repercussions for that. But putting all that Spygate stuff aside, and just look at the matchup, they're the Patriots, and they're going against the Bengals. One of the best teams in the league versus the worst. I'm definitely going with the Patriots. And the Bulls going to agree with me. I don't think there's any disputing that one. It is at Cincinnati, but I don't think that's going to matter at all. That's probably... that's not a good matchup at all. But, I think the Patriots are going to win that one. I don't think it's going to be close. But you never know. I could be wrong. Alright, next up we have the Seahawks at the Panthers. And this might be a decent game. This seems like a decent matchup. However, I think there is definitely a superior team here, and that is the Seahawks. And I think they're going to get the win here. They're playing for more. I believe the Panthers are out of playoff contention. And they're the better team. So I think the Seahawks are going to win this one. I am going with the Seahawks to beat the Panthers. The Bulls going to go with the Panthers. Okay. Definitely, I think the Bull is just, I don't know, with the Bulls liking the upsets here. I mean, Bears and Packers isn't necessarily an upset, but, Jets over Ravens, and now, Panthers over Seahawks, I guess, Bears over Packers is an upset, too, but, I don't really consider that an upset because, it seems like some of these divisional rivalries, no matter how good or bad the other one is, it seems like they get one on each other a year, at least tend to. So yeah, but Bulls getting a bit upsetty here, so, hey, we'll never know. I have more confidence in the Seahawks here. Panthers looked like a decent team, but they think they've since fallen off, unfortunately. But, I'm going Seahawks. Bulls going Panthers. We'll see what happens. Alright, next up, we have a really good game here, actually. We have the Texans at the Titans. This is the first time these two divisional rivals are going to meet. They're meeting again, not next week, but the week after. Kind of like how the Steelers and Browns did. And this is for the division. This game is for the division, at least for the time being. They're both 8-5. They're both pretty good teams too. I'm going with the Titans actually, as much as I don't want to, because I think it benefits the Steelers more if the Titans lose. I don't know how that would work with if they take over the division. But I'm going with the Titans since they're the home team. I think that's just what it comes down to for me. I just think the Titans are gonna get one on the Texans here. I do think the Titans. I think I might be taking the Texans in 2 weeks. I think these two teams are going to switch off, but I think the Titans are going to get this one in their home field. The Bulls going to agree with me and also take the Titans over the Texans. Really, this is a toss-up. These teams are both good, literally same record in the division. This is going to be a good matchup. Interesting to see how that one goes. Yeah, pretty cool to see. Moving on to another interesting matchup, but for different reasons. These two teams are bad. We have the Dolphins at the Giants. I believe Daniel Jones is returning to the Giants. Either way, regardless, I'm going to pick the Giants. I think the Giants are going to win this one over the Dolphins. Dolphins seem to they seem to lose to bad teams, but beat okay ones. Yeah, I think the Giants are going to get this one. Bulls going to agree with me. I don't know if it's because they're at home or just something is giving me that edge to pick the Giants. I'm feeling the Giants in this matchup, so I'm taking. So it's kind of a mix of there being at home and being a gut feeling. There's really not a better team here. I mean, the Dolphins have one more win, but this is just an ultimate tank Bull. So I'm going with the Giants to win this, and the Bull agrees with me. So yeah, we'll have to see. Alright, next up we have the Eagles at the Redskins. Ooh, NFC East matchup. It's crazy how the Redskins are, I think. No, I think they did get eliminated, but for a long time, for the bad record they have, they have like 2 or 3 wins. They were not technically, mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. That crazy, but yeah, I wonder if the Eagles might, be a little slow on this one too, like they were the Giants, but I think they're gonna pull this one off. I'm going with the Eagles to beat the Redskins, and they're definitely the far better team, but yeah, I don't know. NFC's is just kind of crazy this year. Bulls gonna agree with me that the Eagles are gonna win this one. But yeah, it's just it's interesting. We might be seeing a 8-8 or even lower a playoff team this year, because that's just how crazy that division is. Crazy in the bad way, of course. But I'm going Eagles, and the Bulls going to agree with me. Alright, next up we have the Broncos at the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Broncos got a pretty good win against the Texans. However, I kind of think that was, a little bit fluky, a little bit choking on the Texans' part, although the Broncos' defense did look pretty good. So I'm going with the Chiefs to win this one. I think they're the better team, and the better team's going to win this matchup. Plus, it's at Arrowhead. Arrowhead is one of the harder places to play. This is the divisional matchup, though, so we'll have to see. However, the Bulls taking the Broncos. Yet again, another upset. Bull really, really just, saying, screw it. Let's take some upsets, see what happens. Hey, this could benefit the Bull, or it could benefit me. We'll just have to see. I think the Chiefs are going to win. We'll see if me or the Bull is correct. Alright, next up we have the Buccaneers at the Lions. And I'm actually going with an upset here. I'm going with the Lions. I know that's kind of surprising. I know the Lions are injured at quarterback, David Blouse, but he was doing alright against the Bears. I know he kind of choked against the Vikings, but he was doing alright against the Bears. It's just the Buccaneers they've been kind of winning too much for the Buccaneers, and they're just a very inconsistent team. I think that's gonna catch up to them this game. They are away, so I just think the Buccaneers just due for a loss, but I can never predict Lions game winning or losing, so This probably is gonna be wrong, so sorry to disappoint the Bull, because the Bull's gonna agree with me and take the Lions. But um I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm taking an upset there. I think Buccaneers are the better team, but I just think they're due for a loss. I think they're gonna be kind of disappointing this week. Alright, moving on to the 4 o'clock games. First up, we have the Browns at the Cardinals. I'm going with the Browns. Better team here. They're coming off a win against the Bengals. Cardinals coming off a loss against the Steelers. I think the Browns are gonna show up a bit here. I don't think they're gonna choke and lose to a worse team. But yeah, Bulls going to agree with me. Cardinals could. This isn't an impossible upset here, but I'm feeling like the Browns are gonna win this and get some wins here to maybe somehow miraculously make the playoffs. But I don't think it's not looking good for them between the Bills, Steelers, Titans, and even I think like the Raiders. Yeah, I think I think that's it's set there. I think the wild cards are you're gonna be one of those 4 teams, and even I think you could maybe even eliminate the Raiders from that pretty soon, if not now. But yeah, we'll have to see. I got the Browns, and so does the Bull. All right. Speaking of which, next up we have the Jaguars at the Raiders. I do think the Raiders are gonna get this win here. I think they're a better team than Jacksonville, so I'm going with the Raiders to beat the Jaguars. Raiders are at home. Jaguars Nick Foles doesn't seem like it's working out for them, and they do got Gardner Minshew. He does seem like he could be decent, but I don't know. Don't really know what's going on with the Jaguars after losing Ramsey, and it's not really looking too good for the Jaguars, and it's kind of crazy they came so close to the Super Bowl that one year. But yeah, not looking good for them. But yeah, I'm going with the Raiders. The Bulls actually going to disagree and go with the Jaguars. I can see this one going either way. It's another upset for the Bull, but it's not that big of an upset. This one could go either way, I think. But yeah, I'm going with the Raiders. We'll see if the Bull is right on picking the Jaguars. Alright, next up we have the Vikings at the Chargers. This might be a pretty decent game. Chargers, I think, are eliminated from the playoff. Man, that's just... I just feel, I know I keep saying this, but I just feel all kinds of stupid. They were literally my AFC Super Bowl pick because they were so good last year. They seem so good. Like, I don't know. It's over. But I'm actually gonna take the Chargers to upset the Vikings here. I know that's kind of crazy. I know the Vikings have way more to play for. Chargers are at home, but what is a Chargers home game really? So I think the Chargers are gonna do an upset here. Of course, the Bull can't let me take an upset without hopping it on with me to hop. Jesus, I messed that up. Of course, the Bull can't let me take an upset without taking it too. So the Bull's gonna take the Chargers as well. Honestly, the Vikings could absolutely win this game, but I'm feeling an upset here. I feel like the Chargers are gonna step up and be what they should have been all along for this game, at least all along this year. But I think they're gonna step up this game. This game, confusing myself now, but this game, and they're going to beat the Vikings. The Bull agrees with me. However, the Vikings could win. Alright, next up we have the Rams at the Cowboys. I'm going with the Rams. Cowboys are at home, but I don't know. I thought the Cowboys were a good team, but I don't know what's going on. They just need to fire Jason Garrett. Honestly, I think they just need more. They just need a new coach or whatever. They have some decent stuff, decent players, but yeah, I'm going with the Rams. I just think they're the slightly better team here. And the Rams, they're not completely out of the playoffs yet, I don't think. It's kind of a long shot, but they still have a decent record. But yeah, just NFC is always tough. Yeah, Bulls actually gonna disagree with me and take the Cowboys. This one really could go either way. Yeah, I got the Rams though. I think the Rams are gonna win this. I don't know. The home team Cowboys might. So we'll have to see. Alright, next up we have the Falcons at the 49ers. Pretty easy one for me. I'm going with the 49ers. 49ers really proved to me. I knew they were good all along. Or not all along, but once they started winning this season and they were undefeated for that amount of time, then they started to show me they were a good team. But last week really showed me they're a top team. They had beaten the Saints. That I don't think that's something to joke about. So yeah, I just don't see the Falcons being able to beat the 49ers, how the 49ers have been this year, especially 49ers being at home. So I'm going with the 49ers. Pretty confident in that pick too. The Bulls going to agree with me and take the 49ers over the Falcons. I think that's a relatively easy pick. Yeah. I just really... It could happen, but I don't see the Falcons upsetting the 49ers. Alright, next up we have Sunday Night Football. We have my game, my team, the Steelers. We have the Bills at the Steelers. And I'm going with the Steelers, of course. I know this is not, don't get me wrong, this is a toss-up. And these are two very similar teams. Good defenses, offenses. And honestly, the Bills definitely are better offensively. And they're even slightly better defensively, I think. Although, I've been watching, I know it's my team, but, the Steeler games I've been watching, I think the Steelers defense is, elite. It's definitely one of the best, if not the best in the league. I know that's a very hot take, but man, you think no Ben, Bell, and AB, and the Steelers are 8-5, looking at a playoff spot. If the Ravens, if you take a different year Ravens, that could have won the division of the AFC North, if the Ravens weren't this elite, but it's just crazy. But I'm going with the Steelers. The Bulls going to agree with me. Seems like the Bull likes taking the Steelers too. But yeah, the Bills definitely could win this. The Steelers are at home. Steelers are going color rush. Their color rush uniforms are undefeated as of right now. Well, I'll have to see. I'm going with the Steelers. I definitely think they could win this, but they could also lose this. Last but not least, we have Monday Night Football. We have the Colts at the Saints. And I'm going with the Saints. I think this is not as good of a matchup as it would have been. And no, I'm not talking about if Andrew Luck was here. Yes, if Andrew Luck was here, this would have been a very good matchup and a toss-up. But even if, earlier season Colts were here, I think the Colts got slightly worse, at least in my opinion. They seem to be losing more. I don't know if Jacoby Brissett ever got 100%. I really don't. But yeah, I'm going with the Saints. I think they're gonna win this one. I just think they're the better team, and I think they're a better team by a little bit more than they were. The Bull is actually going with the Colts. Very, very lots of upsets this week for the Bull. The Saints are at home too. I'm pretty confident picking the Saints over the Colts. Like I said, I would have been maybe less confident earlier in the season, and even less confident if Andrew Luck was here. But this Colts team right now, I think, is not going to beat the Saints at all. All right. Let's recap, shall we? We have no bye weeks. Bye weeks are done. We have Jets at the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens. Bulls going with the Jets. Bears at the Packers. I'm going with the Packers. Bulls going with the Bears. Patriots at the Bengals. I'm going with the Patriots. Bulls going with the Patriots. Bulls taking the Patriots. not the Bengals. Bulls taking a lot of upsets, but not taking the Bengals over the Patriots. Seahawks at the Panthers. I'm going with the Seahawks. Bulls going with the Panthers. Texans at the Titans. I'm going with the Titans. Bulls going with the Titans. Dolphins at the Giants. I'm going with the Giants. Bulls going with the Giants. Eagles at the Redskins. I'm going with the Eagles. Bulls going with the Eagles. Broncos at the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Bulls going with the Broncos. Buccaneers at the Lions. I'm going with the Lions. Bulls going with the Lions. Browns at the Cardinals. I'm going with the Browns. Bulls going with the Browns. Jaguars at the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders. Bulls going with the Jaguars. Vikings at the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers. Bulls going with the Chargers. Rams at the Cowboys. I'm going with the Rams. Bulls going with the Cowboys. Falcons at the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers. Bulls going with the 49ers. Bills at the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers. Bulls going with the Steelers. And Colts at the Saints. I'm going with the Saints. And the Bulls going with the Colts. So that is mine and the Bulls predictions for the week 15 games of the NFL. If you want to know how we do, make sure you watch our Week 16 game predictions, because like we did with Week 14 this week, we'll recap how we did Week 15, and then we'll go on and predict the Week 16 games. And I'm interested to see how this is going to end up. Bull had some disagreements and had some upsets. We also agreed on some upsets. It's going to be an interesting week, I think. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know it's always up to you. I will see you guys in the next video you watch with me. Goodbye.